Hello YouTube, the Kingpin of Cinema.
And the QB999. I can do hand gestures too.
Mine are better. So anyhow,
it's Oscar season.
Yeah! Oscar season, let's do it!
It was a horrible year!
Man, this year mostly sucked, but there's been a few really great gems, and we're going to be totally excited to see what wins and what loses, and nerd out about what one should have won.
No, we're not going to go... We're going to go over basically the nominations we think are important. So
not every category. Sorry, short original film.
Sorry, best original score, best original song, best makeup. Let's see what else. Best writing. We just don't think you're good enough for us.
And by the way, like, best makeup only had 3 films, and one of them was The Wolfman. Probably deserves to win. Since out of those 3, that was the only one I saw and actually had good makeup.
Alright, so we're going to start at what we think, well, I don't like saying least important, but what we say is, we're going to kind of go in the same order as the show, or at least try to.
Yeah, it's kind of different every year. But the first one we're going to start off with is visual effects. Now, we didn't write down all the categories or nominations for that one.
Because why bother? You have Inception in there.
Visual effects Inception, it's guaranteed.
It goes hand in hand.
I would be so surprised if Inception lost that category. I would piss myself.
I will blow up the Oscars if Alice in Wonderland wins.
There will be blood. There will be blood in the streets. I guarantee it. There will be blood in the streets. Either from me or someone else. If Alice in Wonderland, God forbid, won Best Visual Effects. I will fucking murder someone. I will.
Alright, so on to the first real category. Best Animated Movie. You only have 3 choices, though.
Well, to be fair, if they had picked more choices, you would have 3 DreamWorks movies. So that would make it all the worse for those DreamWorks movies to lose to the one Pixar film.
Because we do believe Toy Story 3 is going to win.
Now, do I believe that How to Train Your Dragon should win? Yes. Is it going to win? No. It's going to be Toy Story 3. Almost every single time you had a DreamWorks against a Pixar, Pixar 90% of the time wins.
Well, that's how it should be. The world is right.
They get that one right.
And of course you have the third option, which is The Illusionist, which I don't know anyone who saw that.
It's the secret kills of the year. I have no idea what it is. It came from nowhere. It got no major release here in the States. It's a British film. I don't know what it is. So I can't judge it.
Still, we believe wholeheartedly it's going to be Toy Story 3 winning that one.
Yeah,
It made grown-ups cry. How can it not win?
Yeah.
Alright.
Up's better.
Alright, next category. One of the bigger categories. Best Supporting Actress. Now, this one had quite a bit of controversy with the Golden Globes.
Bullshit. I call bullshit on that.
First off, you have Amy Adams in The Fighter.
The Fighter,
who played his girlfriend. You had Helena... God, I can't even read my own right.
Helena Carter, King's Speech.
Who's, Bellatrix Lestrange. You know, she's always with Tim Burton in all those movies.
Melissa Leo, Fighter.
Plays his mom. You have Haley Steinfeld. This is where the controversy comes in, is with her. And her,
nomination.
Her nomination with the Golden Globes for True Grit.
Where she didn't get one. True Grit got 0 nominations for the Golden Globe. Bullshit, Golden Globes. Fuck you, Golden Globes. You fucking hacks.
And who did they nominate?
I don't even remember.
They freaking nominated Johnny Depp and Angelina Jolie for The Tourist.
Yeah. Johnny Depp got nominated twice for 2 of the worst movies last year in the Golden Globes. So fuck you,
Another big part of it is that everyone believes she wasn't really a supporting actress. She was the main character of the story.
Yeah, she was the protagonist.
I mean, people are wondering why she wasn't nominated for Best Actress overall. Which maybe they believe she was too young for that.
Honestly, my thoughts on it was that they really want to give her the award, which basically tells you, I think she's going to win. And they really wanted to give the award to Best Actress. It's what they did last year to Christoph Waltz. Christoph Waltz was the main character, 2 years ago.
Yeah.
It's 2011. In Inglourious Basterds, Christoph Waltz was in the movie 90% more than
Brad Pitt.
But he got Best Supporting Actor. Well, that's because I think they really wanted to give Best Actor to Jeff Bridges. So that's how I see it.
The last nominee was Jackie Weaver for Animal Kingdom. I have no clue what that movie is.
Again, a film I have no clue about.
We're gonna have to go with. Well, I'm gonna go with Haley Steinfeld.
The King's Speech?
No. For True Grit.
True Grit. Yeah.
I believe she's gonna win.
Yeah, I think it's pretty guaranteed.
At least we hope she's gonna win.
I would also be happy with The Fighter and King's Speech, because both those movies are insanely good.
Both good. I prefer The Fighter over King's Speech.
I think the mom from The Fighter is going to win. She's
She
won
could
a
be
lot of awards
I would actually
so
prefer
far.
Amy Adams. I prefer the girlfriend.
Haley Steinfeld, she had a much bigger role than those other two actresses, so I think she's gonna win.
Not to mention, the Coen brothers went through thousands of people, thousands of auditions, before they finally found someone who could actually do the part right.
Yeah.
So she had the talent to pull that part off.
Next, we have Supporting Actor.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. We have Christian Bale.
For The Fighter. Which, do we need to list off others? Probably not, but we will, just for sake of fairness.
John Hawkes, Winter's Bone. What the fuck is that? Jeremy Renner, The Town.
He was the badass in that movie.
I remember who he was, but I honestly don't think that was a good enough performance to get nominated.
I honestly didn't see the movie. I cannot judge it. Because I just haven't seen it. Mark Ruffalo, The Kids Are All Right. Again, I haven't seen it. Jeffrey Rush, King's Speech. Now, honestly, I think who should win this award is Christian Bale.
I think it's between Christian Bale and Jeffrey Rush, but again, I would have to choose Christian Bale.
I think Jeffrey Rush is going to win.
No.
I think Christian Bale, because of the insane lengths he goes for his character, plucking out his own hair, losing all that weight.
Back, with Marlon Brando, that was when an actor would go that length of physical transformation to get into the role, yeah, that would have guaranteed you the Oscar. But now things have kind of changed, so I think Jeffrey Rush is going to get it. Christian Bale deserves it, but I don't think he's going to get it.
All right. Next up, it's the people who matter.
The actresses. So we got Annette Bening's Kids Are All Right. Didn't see it.
I'm actually surprised, though, they didn't nominate the other one.
Julianne Moore?
Yeah, they didn't nominate Julianne Moore.
Couldn't tell you. Nicole Kidman, Rabbit Hole. What the fuck?
She plays a mom whose her kid dies.
Oh,
okay.
Well, there's like 5,000 other films like that.
Again, another movie we had no knowledge of.
Jennifer Lawrence, Winter Bone, another film I haven't seen.
Natalie Portman.
Yay! She just wins because she's Natalie Portman.
And also, she really did go outside of her comfort zone with this movie. With like the whole masturbating scene and the lesbian scene. Everyone asked her, and she always said, I just felt really uncomfortable doing that. But you know what? She gritted her teeth and she got through it.
Yeah, she gave an AAA list performance in The Black Swan. Now, I haven't seen the whole movie. I've seen a good majority of it. And I love it. I think it's a really great film. I think she's going to win it. And that's why Haley Steinfeld isn't on Best Actress.
Because they want Natalie Portman
to win. That's my theory, and we'll see if it's true.
The last actress is Michelle Williams from Blue Valentine. I didn't like the movie that much. Acting was okay, but...
Acting was good. It was just a really sad, depressing story.
It was boring. If you're a girl, it's depressing. If you're a guy, it's boring.
Is that like, with most chick flicks?
Pretty much.
About a good 99% of them.
So anyway, we're definitely going with Natalie Portman.
Yeah.
If you were smart, you put your money on her too.
I'm putting money on that for sure. Next we have actor.
Or supporting actor?
No, it's actor.
Oh, actor. Best actor, yeah.
Yeah, best actor. We did supporting actor. Let's see, who's this?
Javier Bardem.
Bardem.
In a movie called Beautiful. Again, another movie we have no knowledge of.
Jeff Bridges for, obviously, True Grit and not Tron.
Although, I don't know, he kind of deserved it. He was kind of the dude in that one.
Jesse Eisenberg.
Jesse Eisenberg.
Jesse Eisenberg, sorry.
For Social Network.
Social Network.
You know.
Yeah.
He made Facebook.
Colin Firth, King's Speech, James Franco, 127 hours.
This one is kind of a tough one, actually.
I think it's really going to come down...
Colin Firth.
Colin Firth and Jesse Eisenberg.
And Jeff Bridges.
And Jeff Bridges? You think Jeff...
I don't think he's going to win. Because he won last year for...
Crazy Heart.
Crazy Heart, thank you. But I think he's still a top contender for it. And I think he does deserve to win it, but I'm going to have to go with King's Speech.
Yeah, Colin Firth. And
yeah.
If not Colin Firth, then probably Jesse Eisenberg.
Oh, God.
But I would prefer if the King's Speech won.
I think the King's Speech is a far superior film to The Social Network.
Better acted.
Well, I mean, considering the fact that he had to train himself to stutter. I mean, he was so believable as that character. It's just amazing, you know, his acting performance in that film. You know, I look at Jesse Eisenberg in The Social Network. Yeah, it's good, but I think King's Speech should win it, and hopefully it will.
He put in a whole lot more work in King's Speech than Jesse Eisenberg did in the Social Network. He just kind of trained himself to talk a different way. Colin Firth, you know, he gave himself a speech impediment to do it.
Yeah.
Alright, next category is Best Director. We have Darren Aronofsky for Black Swan.
Yeah, dude.
He's the one telling Natalie Portman, touch yourself, touch yourself.
If I ever saw that guy, even though I'm straight as an arrow, I'd totally kiss this dude. For seeing Natalie Portman and Nia Kunez make out. Oh my God, he knows every guy and what we wanted.
Next up is David Russell for The Fighter.
Okay.
You know, this is actually going to be a tough category.
Yeah.
You got Tom Hooper for The King's Speech. You got David Fincher for Social Network. And then you got Coen Brothers for True Grit. So, you know, every movie on this list is definitely worth winning. Grade
A material, and I'd be happy with any one of them winning. I don't think True Grit's going to get it because Coen Brothers got it for Country for No Old Men.
So, it's really tough to pick one we really think is going to... If I had to guess, it's either going to be Black Swan or The Fighter.
No.
I think it really...
Or maybe, yeah, The King's Speech has a really good chance.
I think King's Speech, honestly, is most likely going to win.
So probably King's Speech and Black Swan.
Yeah, honestly, any one of these films I'd be happy with. So now, we finally come to the last category that we're going to talk about.
Probably the largest category on the whole list.
Best Picture of 2010.
This is what they believe to be the best, what exemplifies all movies, what all movies should strive to be, is the one that gets this award. And there's a lot of movies on this list to choose from.
You know, it was like what last year. They have 10 movies that they picked. We have Black Swan, The Fighter, Inception, Kids Alright, didn't see it, King's Speech,
127 Hours,
Social Network, Toy Story 3, True Grit, and Winter Bone, which fucking cares about that.
Well, first off, cross off the list, probably 127 Hours. I don't think it'll
We could take that off the list. We could take Winter's Bone off the list.
Toy Story 3, probably not going to be an animated movie.
No, so we can take that off the list. It breaks my heart. But, you know what, Pixar, you're just not going to win Best Picture.
I really like the movie, but I don't see Inception winning this one.
And that sucks, because Inception was an exceptional movie. It was my second favorite film of the year, but I agree, it's not going to win.
I would say it has to be between Black Swan, probably
The Fighter,
King's Speech, The Fighter, and even though I wouldn't agree with it, probably Social Network, simply because those are the movies that had the best actors and actresses as well. So, I mean, is it often when a movie that has an actress in it that isn't nominated for Best Actress or Actor wins for Best Picture?
I don't know. It's hard to say.
Because, like, Inception, no one got nominated for Best Actor. Actually, no one got nominated for Best Actor in Fighter.
Yeah.
So you had... Kids Are Alright, I don't really see that one winning.
That's not going to win. We can take that off the list.
So I think it's really between those four.
Those four. Now, Social Network won the Golden Globes Best Movie.
Bad sign.
If you look at the kind of a history, last year Avatar won Best Picture, and it didn't win for the Golden Globes, and it did win for Best Picture for the Academy. So, just going off of that little bit of history, not much, I agree. It's not going to win Best Picture here.
So it's between, we believe, Black Swan, Fighter, or King's Speech. Now,
I think it's going to be King's Speech.
I honestly wish Fighter could win, but I have to agree, I don't think Fighter would win. You know what, I'm going to kind of go on the other side and say Black Swan.
It's too crazy for them.
I don't know, I think that might work in its favor. I think that might work in its favor, though. It's edgy, it's new, you know, it kind of makes you think, it's provocative.
Mm-hmm. Honestly, I would love True Grit to get Best Picture. It's not. I love The Fighter.
We can dream.
Oh, we can dream. But I think King's Speech is going to win. And, you know, I think this year's Oscars, you know, for all the shit we had last year, is actually...
Not too bad.
It's actually pretty good.
There's actually a few categories that you can actually argue points as to what should win, for what reasons. It's not as cut and dry.
Yeah. Now, it's hard to say, you know, the film that they pick, how memorable it's going to be 10 years down the line. Chicago, anyone? Nobody fucking knows that movie. It sucked. Two Towers should have won. You know, I think True Grit fits that category. Black Swan, The Fighter, Inception, definitely. King's Speech, hard to say if people are going to remember that film 10 years from now. But, you know, it is probably the most well-made out of them, and I think it does deserve it. Some other, like, weird things. I'm surprised Christopher Nolan didn't get nominated for Best Director.
Yeah.
Why? Though, to be fair... They had to pick 5, and he was probably number 6. I mean, he probably just missed it by that much. Yeah, so that's our list.
So that's our thoughts. Please post in the comments who you think should win in these categories, and if you want to, you know, also the categories we didn't really cover. It's not that they're not important, it's just that they're not important to us.
Yeah, I mean, Best Original Short Film... I only saw, like, one of those, and that was with Pixar. Original short documentary. I mean, the Oscars have all these categories for shit that I don't see, and it's hard to see them. So, if I haven't seen it, I can't judge it.
Anyway, so hopefully this year is a productive year. We like, or at least agree with the people they choose to win. Mm-hmm. So, here's hoping.
And on a final note, I am definitely going to be watching the Oscars, and we'll definitely have a follow-up video on what we thought of the actual winners.
And on the show itself, too, because, you know, that's an important aspect of it.
I'll watch the show, and I'll have my beer in hand, and ready for disappointment. And that's it. Thanks for watching, and if you didn't like it, okay.